皆さんこんにちは。 MC の平岩康介です。この後このメインステージでは新しいビジョングランツーリスモの発表が行われます。またそのマシンを使ったエキシビションマッチが開催されます。果たしてどんなグランツーリスモが誕生するのか、皆様と一緒に注目していきたいと思います。それでは早速トム・ブルックさんにマイクをお渡ししたいと思います。よろしくお願いします。
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to Tokyo, where today we are announcing a brand new partnership between Polyphony Digital and Jaguar, the result of which will see a brand new Vision Gran Turismo car coming to GT Sport in the very near future.
会場の皆さん、視聴者の皆さん、こんにちは。東京にようこそ。今日はポリフォニーデジタルとジャガーのコラボレーションを発表いたします。このコラボレーションの成果として新しいビジョングランツーリズモの車が、近々グランツーリズモスポーツに登場いたします。
Jaguar was founded in 1935 by Sir William Lyons and has produced historic cars for the road and also in the world of motor racing history over its 84-year history, including the XK120.
ジャガーは1935年サー・ウィリアム・ライオンさんに、設立され、84年間の歴史の中さまざまな市販車およびレース界の歴史に残る車を作ってきました。その中には
As well as the C and D types, the legendary E type, the XJR9, and more recently it's led the field in electric racing through Formula E and the iPace E-Trophy series.
でそして最近では iPace の E トロフィーで、電気自動車のレース界をリードしています。
Meanwhile, Gran Turismo has spearheaded the way in sim racing. From its humble beginnings back in 1997 on the PlayStation 1, today, 11 titles later, we're here with over 60 competitors on the World Tour stage for World Tour 5 of the 2019 FIA Certified Gran Turismo Championships. Now, the Vision Gran Turismo project began back in 2013 with the Mercedes-AMG Vision Gran Turismo project being the first. Since then, the initiative has seen 28 car models from a dozen automotive brands brought to the game, and today this continues into 2020 as well, with the announcement back in September that Porsche will be joining, as well as today here with Jaguar. Anyway, without further ado, and to discuss a bit more about this project, I'd like to welcome producer for the Gran Turismo series, Kazunori Yamauchi, to the stage, as well as design director for Jaguar, Julian Thompson.
一方でグランツーリズモには、シムレーシングの道をグランツーリズモは常にシムレーシングの道を切り開いてきました。1997年のプレイステーション1の始まりから今日まで11本のゲームタイトルを経て、今や60名以上の世界中の選手が2019年 FIA 認定グランツーリズモチャンピオンシップのワールドツアー5に集まっています。そしてビジョングランツーリズモのプロジェクトは2013年にメルセデス AMG VGT を筆頭に始めています。それから今日まで28台の車が10数社の自動車メーカーから生まれてきました。このプロジェクトは現在も続いており、2020年のフランクフルトショーで発表されたポルシェビジョングランツーリズモ、そして今日お披露目されるジャガービジョングランツーリズモに続いています。では、このコラボレーションについて、そして新たなビジョングランツーリズモについて語ってもらいましょう。グランツーリズモプロデューサー、山内和則氏と、ジャガーのデザインディレクター、ジュリアン・トムソンさんです。
Well, a very good afternoon to you both. Yamauchi-san, let's get straight into things, shall we? Well, discussions with Jaguar began back in November 2016 when Julian first contacted you. So could you first give us a bit of background about the project and also explain about how those discussions have allowed the Vision Gran Turismo project to continue?
そしたら山内さん、早速ですが、ジャガーとのこのコラボレーションの話は、ジュリアンさんが2016年に山内さんにご連絡取った時から始まっていると聞いていますんですが、はい、それから今日までビジョングランツーリズモ、まずはビジョングランツーリズモプロジェクトそのものについてのご説明と、あと、コンタクトがあった時点からどういうふうにこのディスカッションが今日まで展開してきたということを説明していただけますか。
はい、まず、簡単にビジョングランツーリスモとは何かという、説明をするとですね、2013年に、僕らからつまりグランツーリスモから全世界の自動車メーカーの皆さんに、皆さんが考える、グランツーリスモつまりスポーツカーですねを、デザインしてくれませんかというお願いをしたところから始まります。
So the Vision Gran Turismo project started in 2013 when I asked the automotive manufacturers of the world what their idea of a GT would be, what their idea of a Gran Turismo, a sports car would be if they were given the freedom to design something on their own.
そのメッセージというのは自由にスポーツカーをそしてそのスタイリングパフォーマンスをデザインしてください、という意味だけではなくもう一つの意味、皆さんは今でも自動車作りを楽しんでいますかというメッセージでもありました。
And that message was not just about asking for a freely designed, in terms of both style and performance, a fantastic vehicle, but it was also a question to them asking, are you in the automotive industry still enjoying the creation of cars?
結果としてこの6年の間にものすごくたくさんの自動車メーカーの皆さんからレスポンスをいただいてまだこのビジョングランツーリスモのプロジェクトは続いています。
And as a result of that query, 6 years into the project today, we have had responses from lots of automotive manufacturers from around the world, and the projects are still continuing today.
2年前にジュリアンさんをはじめとするジャガーのデザインチームの皆さんにお会いしてジャガーの皆さんがビジョングランツーリスモをものすごく強く作りたいと思っているというお話を聞かせていただきました。で以来2年にわたって僕らのチームとジュリアンさんのチームとでデザインを練り上げてきたんですね。さまざまなスケッチがこの結果に至るまでに作られています。
So 2 years ago, when Mr. Julian and the Jaguar design team contacted me and we met them, they expressed a strong desire to create a Vision Gran Turismo car of Jaguar. And since then, our teams and Julian's team have worked closely together to come up with the Vision Gran Turismo that we're showing you today.
Well, fantastic. Julian, let's welcome you in. Now, Jaguar prides itself, I should say, on luxury, performance, beauty, and also innovation. So, first of all, exactly what does this project mean for Jaguar? And explain a bit more about the process behind creating a pure all-electric race car for Gran Turismo.
ジュリアンさん、ようこそ。ジャガーは、ラグジュアリー、パフォーマンス、美と、そのイノベーションを真髄とする会社なわけですが、このプロジェクトはジャガーにとって、どういった意味を持つものか、ピュアな EV のレースカーをデザインするプロセスについてもお話しください。
What this project does gives the designers the ultimate opportunity to do the best possible Jaguar, taking all those characteristics of performance and beauty and innovation, as you say, but really do the ultimate job in terms of designing a very, very special car.
このプロジェクトが与えてくれている機会というのはデザイナーにとにかくもう最高のパフォーマンス、最高の美しさ、最高のイノベーションをもう盛り込んだ本当に最高のスポーツカーを作る機会を与えてくれているんですね。
This project has given the young design team the opportunity to do something very, very out of the box, if you like, something really crazy. And they've approached this project with great passion and creativity. Sometimes they have some restrictions in their everyday jobs, but this car allows them to really do the best possible design, the most beautiful Jaguar, the fastest Jaguar, and the best one to drive, the most exotic form and proportions.
だから私たちの若いデザインチームのメンバーが普段の業務からもすごく離れた本当にすごいものを作る機会を与えてくれていて彼らはもうすごい情熱を持ってもう本当に最高のもう一番美しい一番パフォーマンスの高い一番運転して楽しい一番エキゾチックなジャガーを作ってくれているんです。
Well, Yamauchi-san, as Julian just mentioned, of course, the Vision Gran Turismo initiative gives designers free rein, essentially, to design any kind of car, from a production vehicle over to a race car. So why do you think this is important, and what relevance does it have within Gran Turismo and sim racing as a whole?
では山内さん、デザインの観点から言うと市販車に比べてこのビジョングランツーリスモというプロジェクトはメーカーにすごい大変大きな自由度を与えるもので山内さんはそれがどうして重要だと思うのか、そして、グランツーリスモとシムレーシングについてそれがどういうふうにつながっていくのかというについてお話をお願いできますか。
はい、グランツーリスモが大事にしているものっていくつかあります。でその一つがやはり車の美しさなんですね。ですからこのビジョングランツーリスモのプロジェクトというのはまさにグランツーリスモが大事にしている車の美しさというものと直接関係します。でこのグランツーリスモワールドチャンピオンシップをはじめとするシミュレーシングの世界というのは、グランツーリスモのもう一つのアスペクト、それは何かというとフェアな競争という意味です。フェアな競争ほど、人の心をかきたてるものはありませんよね。その2つはそれぞれ別々のものですけれどもグランツーリスモのソウル、魂としてとても大事なものですね。
So, one of the things that Gran Turismo places the most importance on as a game is the beauty of cars, and and the Vision Gran Turismo project is really directly connected to this beauty of cars, which is really the soul of Gran Turismo. And the sim racing part, that's one more aspect of Gran Turismo, and the important pillar there is the fairness of competition. Fairness of competition, motivates people. It drives people to aspire well, and that's a part of the heart and soul of Gran Turismo.
Well, that's fantastic. Julian, as well, if we look at the car in itself, you can see that it's taken cues from the likes of the C-Type and the D-Type Jaguar, with its long sweeping bonnet, its muscular fenders as well. So why do you think the design team at Jaguar opted for that concept?
So, エクステリアの観点から見るとこの新しいジャガーのビジョングランツーリスモはC タイプや D タイプからその彫刻的なすごい形のフェンダーだったりロングボンネットだったりいろんなヒントを得ていると思うんですがチームの皆さんはなぜこのレイアウトをなぜこの形を選んだんでしょうか。
Well, those cars are really what Jaguar is all about. We have the most impressive history and legacy with those cars. And our designers look at them every day. Our studio, which is new, is right next to the Jaguar Museum. And we go and look at these cars and reference them and try to capture the same excitement and emotion of these fantastic vehicles.
そうですねこの C タイプと D タイプというのは本当にジャガーの真髄の車で、その歴史とレガシーが詰まっているモデルです。で私たちのデザイナーも私たちのミュージアムに行って、これらの車を本当毎日すごく細かく見ていって同じ当時その車が沸き起こした同じエキサイトメントだったりその同じ感情を呼び起こすようなものを作りたいという意味でこういった形になりました。
The Jaguar Vision GT borrows a lot of the lines, proportions, and sculpture from the C-Type, the D-Type, and the E-Type, and we hope that we have exactly the same sort of excitement from this new concept as we have from those beautiful historic vehicles.
だからもうジャガーのビジョングランツーリスモはそのさまざまな形だったりプロポーションだったりその美しさを作っているものを、C タイプ、D タイプ、E タイプから取っていてそれをすべて新たなコンセプトにつぎ込んだという感じですね。
And well, the figures speak for themselves, Julian, as well. If you look at them, 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds, 750 kilowatts of power from a 3-motor all-electric vehicle, as well as a very revolutionary liquid nitrogen system that works to cool the batteries. What importance do you think that electric innovation has, both within the motoring industry and also Jaguar's own experience within Formula E and the I-Pace E-Trophy? How do you think that's aided the development and design of this car?
この、車はスペックを一目見てもうその凄さが伝わりますよね。0から60マイル 1.9 秒の加速を示していて、パワーは750キロワット、3つのモーターより出力し、液体窒素でバッテリーを冷やしているわけですが、そういったさまざまな、革命的なテクノロジーをつぎ込んだこのマシン、自動車の業界にとって電気関係のイノベーションというのはどのような重要度を持つのか、ジャガーのフォーミュラ E および、アイペースの E トロフィーシリーズでの、経験はどういうふうに開発に、影響されてきたんでしょうか。
Well, Jaguar is firmly committed to electric vehicles. We've already launched over a year ago now the Jaguar I-Pace, which has been very, very successful for us. And we've made no secret that our new luxury flagship will also be all electric as well. So for us, we don't see any reason why electric should be any compromise in achieving a beautiful Jaguar that is fantastic to look at and fantastic to drive.
そうですね、ジャガーは本当にもうEV の開発にコミットしていて、1年前にローンチしてから、アイペースなどいろんな車が人気を醸してきました。でもう秘密でもなんでもないですけど、もうフラッグシップも全部オールエレクトリックにするっていう方向性なので、私たちは一切の妥協なしに美しく、そして走っても楽しい素晴らしい車を作っていこうと努力しています。
The Jaguar Vision Gran Turismo takes the electric powertrain to the next level. We have over 1,000 horsepower in this concept, and we worked very closely with our racing engineers at Jaguar Panasonic to really make sure the engineering in this car is credible and takes a lot of our learning from the Formula E series into this concept.
ジャガーはこのパワートレインで本当に電気自動車を次のレベルに押し上げるようなことをしていて、もう1000馬力を発生するこの車両というのは私たちのフォーミュラ E に関わっているレースエンジニアが実際にちゃんと設計を見てこれは作れるというものを確認しながら開発しています。
And as we move over to look at the interior, Julian, as well, we can see on our screen that will come up in front of us in just a couple of moments' time that it's very driver-focused, very raw in some ways. But then there's a few futuristic elements in there as well. So how did the design team create a concept such as that for the interior?
インテリアについてすごくドライバーを中心にした、コックピットだっていうことがすごく分かりますけど、さまざまな未来的なフィーチャーも未来的なデザインも織り込まれていますよね。皆さんのジュリアンさんのデザインチームはどういうふうにこういったコンセプトを決めていったんでしょうか。
Well, it's been very interesting for us to create an ultimate interior like this, which really takes advantage of being in a digital platform. The car is very much inspired, its basic shape, of the wraparound instrument panel from a Jaguar D-Type.
やっぱりインテリアの開発には本当にいろんなアイデアが入ったんですけど、このデジタルのプラットフォームということはさまざまな可能性を実現できるようなものなので、基本的な形状としてはD タイプのドライバーの周りを包み込むようなコックピットを意識して開発が始まっています。
We also have virtual side glass, as you'll see from this picture, where driver information is projected onto the inside of the car, and in the center of the instrument panel we have a holographic display which also has an optional avatar to give you essential driver information.
でもちろんこのバーチャルなサイドグラスセンターパネルにもプロジェクションでさまざまな情報が表示されるようになっていて、中央にはホログラフィックディスプレイもあって、本当にドライバーが必要としている情報を常に提供するような形になっています。
Yamauchi-san, we've seen the car in great detail now as well, with the exterior and the interior. What are your thoughts on the design concept that Jaguar has developed for this Vision Gran Turismo project?
こうやって、山内さんは特に、すごくエクステリアに関してもインテリアに関しても、細かいところまでご覧になっていると思いますが、山内さんはこのジャガーのデザインコンセプトどう思われますか。
はい、この車が、ジュリアンさんのチームから送られてきて、デザインですね。でそれが、ポリフォニーデジタルのスタジオでこう徐々に作り上げられながら、その過程を僕ずっと見ていたんですけれども、この車のすごく大きな特徴だと、僕は個人的に感じているのは、もちろんその C タイプとかあるいは D タイプとか E タイプといったジャガーの過去のヘリテージを、イメージさせるようなデザインであるだけでなく、僕すごく重要だなと思うのは、この車がものすごくエレガントで獰猛な猫科の動物に見えるんですね。それは何かというと、つまりジャガーそのものに見えるんですよ。でこういうデザインって僕見たことなくて、ジュリアンさんのチームはそのカーデザインにおいてかなりそのブランドにおける本質的な仕事をされたんじゃないか、そんな気がします。
So when since we received this the car designs and data from Julian's team, we went ahead and built the car, in our studio, and we started seeing it, take shape. But of course, the major features of the car does, recall to mind the C type, the D type, E type from the past, all the heritage cars of Jaguar from the past. But I think the important thing about this Vision Gran Turismo is that, you see the elegance and you see the ferocity that really does kind of bring to mind that, that carnivorous feline that the brand is represented by. And that's something that I don't see in other manufacturers. That's something that's, very, that you can see straight away that, the design is very brand-centric and focused.
Well, Julian, it's very clear to see that this car has been designed and developed by people who have a passion for the motoring industry and also motorsport as well. Could you explain a bit more about your own passion for motor racing and Jaguars on the whole as well?
この車のデザインにはモータースポーツへの情熱がもうたくさん詰め込まれているというのがすごく分かりますが、ジュリアンさんご本人のモータースポーツへの情熱、会社としてのモータースポーツへの情熱はどうでしょうか。
Well, Jaguar has always been about racing and racing the most fabulous looking cars, which have got the most beautiful lines, the most beautiful sculpture, and it's really what inspires our design team every day. Additionally, I've been playing Gran Turismo right from the first version, right up to the present day, and since then I've also had 3 boys who also all play it, so it's all in the family. So to bring together 2 of my greatest loves to create this car, it's been a fantastic opportunity.
ジャガーは常にもうレースに関わってきていて、やっぱり美しい車でレースをするという、もう本当に美しいラインと美しい彫刻のようなデザインのものでかっこよくレースをするというのが本質であり続けています。で私たちのデザイナーもそれに毎日インスピレーションを受けているんですね。でもう私個人の話をすると、もう最初のグランツーリズムからずっと遊び続けていますし、今息子が3人いるんですけど、彼らと一緒になってゲームを遊んでたりするので、私のもう人生の中で愛しているものが融合できて、すごく楽しませてもらっています。
Fantastic. Well, Julian, Yamauchi-san, thank you both very much for your time here this afternoon. I'd just like to make you aware that this car will become available in-game on Gran Turismo Sport in late November. And if you want a sneak preview of what it's going to be like within Gran Turismo Sport, we've got the Pro-Am race coming up immediately after we show you a little bit more about the Vision Gran Turismo car, excuse me. So without further ado, let's have a look, shall we, and find out more about this Vision Gran Turismo project with Jaguar.
Well,ごめんなさい。Sorry, I'm gonna have, because we changed the end of it, we're gonna have to do it again. Yeah, can you please run the video, please? This.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, let's take a closer look, shall we, at the brand new Jaguar Vision Gran Turismo car on the 2019 cane, coming to GT Sport in late November.
So, では2019年11月に、グランツーリスモスポーツに登場する、ジャガービジョングランツーリスモをご覧になっていただきましょう。
When I first heard that we were going to do a car for Gran Turismo, I absolutely leapt at the opportunity.
It's the complete dream job for a designer. We knew that with this project, the possibilities would just be absolutely limitless.
It allows us to really create the most exotic versions of our cars, an ultimate vision of the Jaguar brand, if you like.
So the drivetrain of this car is fully electric and features an amazing three-motor system inspired by the I-Pace and the Formula E Jaguar racing car. It has 750 kilowatts of power and it will launch from 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds.
The car uses the same battery and motor technology that we use in Formula E. Vision GT is a blue sky design, so we're not limited by anything. It really is an opportunity to think what could the ultimate electric car be.
When we designed this car, we really were inspired by vehicles like the D-Type, this one, the short-nosed car in front of me, and the long-nosed one behind. These cars are about beauty. They're about engineering and art coming together. The ultimate expression of form follows function.
We studied the shapes of these cars. We chose between different graphics that those cars have. We really wanted to get that feeling into this car, but still make it feel like a car from the future.
We love the way these cars are constructed, and we want to do that in a more modern fashion.
So we decided to make this car out of carbon fibre. It really allows us to create this amazing, dramatic shape.
If you sit in a D-Type, for instance, you've got all this information that wraps right around you. I really wanted this kind of dramatic sweep that moves a little bit like Saturn's rings around you and back down again, so you've got all your information and functionality to hand.
This has a really nice grip to it. Part of our story is looking through electrification to find new alternative materials to leather. So we have this neoprene-inspired material and has a really interesting, almost grainless surface to it.
We need to make it more tactile.
So the way that we designed this Vision GT car was actually really similar to our production cars.
So I'll always start with a series of hand sketches. When I've got something that I'm happy with, I'll just scan that in, and then I will start to render that into Photoshop.
And then you might go back to paper and sketch over that. You might then scan that in, sketch over it on the computer.
And then we'll move to computer-aided modelling, CAS, and then we can review in virtual reality. Virtual reality allows us to see it for the first time. And if you're really satisfied with something, then we can have that milled into the clay. We'll work between the two. You scan the clay back in, and then we can work into it in the CAS and back and forth.
But the Powerwall kind of allows us to see a car in life size, where everything looks real and just comes to life. This is the type. This car will feel absolutely amazing to drive. You'll have this awesome active aero, this crazy opening canopy.
Ultimately what it delivers is incredibly competitive, incredibly exhilarating car to drive.
I really wanted to get it across that could we make this car? Have they made this? You know, is this real?
So exciting, so visceral, so involving.
I would like people to understand that we are actually back in the game.
お待たせをいたしました。ここからはですね、ジャガービジョングランツーリスモワンメイクレースの模様をお送りしていきたいと思っています。実況は私中島秀幸、そして解説は元グランツーリスモアジアチャンピオンのヤムさんでお送りしたいと思います。ヤムさんよろしくお願いします。
はい、皆さんよろしくお願いします。
さあ今ね発表がありました、ジャガーのビジョングランツーリスモ素晴らしいデザインですよね。
そうですね、まずデザインはものすごい美しいんですけど、この君はパフォーマンスにもすごいこだわりがあって、それがこれからね行うグランツーリスモのワンメイクレースで、どのようなパフォーマンスを見せてくれるのか、すごく楽しみです。
で現在のジャガーのデザインディレクターで いらっしゃいます、ジュリアン・トムソンさんがね、お話をしてくださったんですが、我々としてはロータスエリーゼのシリーズ1をねデザインされたことで有名なデザイナーさんでいらっしゃるんですけども、素晴らしいデザインをねしてくださったというふうに思っています。さあそしてこれから行われるのはこのジャガービジョングランツーリスモを使ったワンメイクレースなんですが、実は今回はグランツーリスモスポーツのワールドツアーの一環としてこれ行われるんですが、このジャガービジョングランツーリスモのレースに関して言うとプロアマレースという形なんですよね。
そうですね、ここでのお披露目となりました。
でこれプロアマレース過去何度かあるんですけれども、今回も各国のジャーナリストさんであったりインフルエンサーの方であったりが、トップのグランツーリスモのドライバーとコンビを組んで、レースを行うということですよね。
今回ネーションズカップに参戦する選手と組んでのレースになります。
ですからネーションズカップは各国の代表選手と、個人で戦う代表選手ということですから、非常に速い、このグランツーリスモのトップドライバーが、各国のジャーナリストやインフルエンサーの方とコンビを組んでの、2人で戦うレースということになるんですが、これどんなルールで行われるんでしょうか。
今回はですねまずコースがですね、首都高速道路をモチーフにした東京エクスプレスウェイ、こちら動画出ますね。
So then it is time to get into the race here today for the Pro-Am race here at Tokyo. You can see the circuit on screen, the Tokyo Expressway. East outer loop is what we're going to be using on the Vision Gran Turismo cars. The Jaguar Vision Gran Turismo machine that has just been announced here. So it's going to be pretty exciting, this challenge, this one here, Jimmy Broadbent. You can see the elevation change on your screen at the moment. What are we expecting for it?
Well, a new car, and of course it's a Pro-Am race, so we're going to get a mixed bag as we always do in terms of talent. We have some guys out there who are very quick, some not so much. But we're now going to go into race. Well, I was going to say that. We've got some bits on your screen just right there, what Tom was saying at the start. Jaguar Vision GT car, of course, a completely new car to Gran Turismo, coming late in November, and completely new to our competitors, both the pro drivers and to the AM drivers. So a bit of a unique challenge, and of course, because it is a driver swap race, we have a minimum of 2 laps for each driver. So what we'll probably see is the AM driver doing 2 laps and the pros doing 3.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Jimmy, as you say, and it's going to be an interesting one, this as well. We've seen a few of the drivers who've been out on track here so far today, and well, there are a few that are sort of sitting a bit further up the order than we might begin to expect as well. We've got the likes of Maxime, who's with Rick Kevelham, so the 2 Dutch drivers there with one another. We've got Autosport magazine there, going to be paired with Ryota Kokiban as well, so maybe a bit of hometown knowledge there for Ryota might help him here.
May do, of course, the crowd behind them as well. Always worth noting as well, we have Emily Jones taking part in this race as well.
And she's very quick.
She's right, yeah, incredibly quick, so I think that'll be the team to look out for, because Jones and Patrick Blajan.
Yep, you're absolutely right there, Jimmy. You can see us just about ready to get things then underway for this Pro-Am race then here at Tokyo. We're just going through and talking to a few of the competitors. Here's to Emily Jones. Here's what she's got to say. So it's only got 1 gear, it slowly builds up, says Emily Jones. And well, as we said, Jimmy, she's looking very quick here so far this weekend. I reckon she could be a bit of a hot tip as well, given her experience on GT and also her teammate. Here's what she's got to say. What do you reckon?
Well, yeah, I mean, as I said before, I think these guys, her and Patrick Blajan, probably the quickest pairing out there, so probably the one to watch. And watching in practice, this car's doing 350 k's down the straight before breaking into T1. So I was actually speaking to Emily while we were having a little break before, and she was saying that the car, you think it's got downforce, but it hasn't.
Yeah, this is just Peter Lyons, journalist at the moment, talking to our man on the ground down there, saying that the car looks cool, apparently.
Trouble for Peter.
Yeah, exactly. Saying it's four-wheel drive and the balance of the car is very impressive. So maybe we'll see some better luck for him. If we remember last time out with Peter, didn't have such good luck on the Pro-Am race. Ended up spinning out, didn't he, at Spa?
Yeah, he got to know the inside water source very well better.
It's just asking him about the Tokyo Expressway circuit. He's saying that he really enjoys the car that Jaguar have created. And big congratulations there to Julian and to Kazunori Yamauchi for the design project that they've been working on with one another. So really good to hear Peter's thoughts there, and huge thanks on the ground to our translators here, translating over Peter's Japanese. There you can see our Japanese commentators as well, as we get ready to get this Pro-Am exhibition race underway very, very shortly indeed. And Tokyo Expressway circuit, Jimmy, of course, it is a street circuit, so there's not really much of a margin for error around there.
No, you make a mistake, you start pinballing a bit, which is fun to watch, but not fun to experience. There's our starting grid there on the right-hand side. So we have Autosport and Kokibun first, Car Watch and Miyazano in second, GT Planet and King Long Lee in third, with Emily Jones, otherwise known as Emery, and Patrick Blajan in fourth. We have Forbes with Peter Lyon there, and Sugawara in fifth. Domestic Mango, which is a YouTuber, I think, and Nico Dow in sixth. Maxime, MXM, and Rick Evelyn in seventh. And Street FF and Adam Saswillo rounding off the field down in eighth. Only 8 cars here, of course, but we do have 16 drivers, so it keeps it a bit interesting.
Certainly should do, and Emily Jones down there. We'll keep an eye on the Australians' progress. As you said there, Jimmy, she's looked very quick here so far as well, and maybe Peter Lyon can spring a bit of a surprise, the Australian who we were just hearing from. So all of these drivers just getting their last bits of practice in as we get ready to get this one underway then here at the Tokyo Expressway in the brand new Jaguar Vision Gran Turismo cars, of course, 4-wheel drive. 3 electric motors powering that car, 750 kilowatts of power. It's a huge amount of power to deal with, and of course it's delivered in such a different way compared to an internal combustion engine car.
Electric, so it's all torque, so it's just on or off essentially, and it will just continue until you hit the brake again, which is the great thing about it, of course. And it was great to hear about all the technology and all the ideas that go behind those sort of things. Also, it is a concept, of course, so that thing, it doesn't exist in real life, but it's there, it can. So I think that's very interesting to see. That's the thing I like most about the Vision GT things, is that you can go, right, okay, let's just have a drawing board and do what we want. I mean, it sees really wild and wacky designs as opposed to kind of the more, I guess, realistic road cars that we actually have out today.
Well, the thing is, when you're designing a road car, there are all sorts of rules and regulations about how high the headlights have to be and where you've got to put wing mirrors and stuff like that. With a Vision Gran Turismo car, as you said, Jimmy, open rule book. It's mega. It's going to be brilliant, and we can get ready then to get this one underway for the Pro-Am race here in Tokyo in the Jaguar Vision Gran Turismo cars. So then over to the grid on the Jaguar Vision Gran Turismo machines in the Pro-Am race here in Tokyo. And here then, Jimmy Broadbent, is how the grid lines up.
And there are all our Vision GT Jags there, looking very pretty, and the drivers trying to get a bit of home applause there. As we said, so it's Kokibun and Autosport there, starting at the head of the field. In second on the grid is Car Watch and Miyazano, so all Japanese front row in that regard. Then GT Planet and King Long Lee, they're in third position. And then fourth we have Emily Jones and Patrick Blajan, definitely our pairing to watch, I think, Tom, there. In fifth we have Forbes, Peter Lyon and Sugawara. Then in sixth we have Domestic Mango and Hizal, again very strong pairing, makes Hizal of course incredibly quick. Maxime and Rick Kevlam, another quick guy there, the Dutch pairing in 7th position. And rounding up the grid is Street FX and Adam Saswillo.
Now, of course, all of the amateur drivers have to start this race. As you said, Jimmy, a 5-lap race. They've got to do a minimum of 2 laps in the car, and then they'll presumably change over as soon as possible to the pro drivers, which will make it quite interesting going into the final stages of this race. Pit stop-wise, nothing to really worry about in terms of tyre life and fuel. That's all switched off, so it's pretty much a sprint from start to finish. And trying to negotiate this very tricky circuit in as easy a way and as quick a way as possible.
I will say, though, of course, Tom, amateur drivers starting a car that does over 350 Ks and quite a tight T1 is going to give us, I think, what will be an interesting start. So the guys now just making their way down to the start-finish line. Rolling start, of course, it's an electric car, so as soon as we get to the lights, it'll be foot down, and away we go.
So then over to the lights we go. Autosport and Kokiban on pole position. Alongside them on the front row, Car Watch and Miyazono. Then the Pro-Am race in Tokyo is underway. Good launch there from Autosport. They all dart into the slipstream with one another. The very long run up to the first corner. So we'll probably see a few positions exchanging hands as they come down to it. And you can see Car Watch and Miyazono trying to dart to the inside. GT Planet and Kim Longley going outside as we go 3 wide. Down towards the first corner. Side by side they come. Here comes Emre as well. They've made a brilliant start. Absolutely mega stuff as we head down to the first corner. Is now Car Watch and Miyazono from Emre into turn 1. Absolute carnage as they all collect each other into the wall. And Autosport and Kokiban's car goes from pole position down into P8 and contact further back as well in second and third between GT Planet and Demango. Here is Car Watch at the moment. Christmas come early for them with a clear track in front here.
I'll tell you what, that air brake only does so much. the wall did the rest there, but they're all still going, which is the important thing, of course, and it is, as you said, Car Watch and Miyazono leading off the field. We have GT Planet, which is Jordan Greer there. He's up in second place and looking to redeem himself. Doesn't usually do as well at this event as he tends to. But he says he wants to actually try and win one of these events, so maybe this will be the time. But anyway, so they're breaking away. First and second breaking away from the field. In third is Maxime and Rick Kevelan. Here comes Jordan Greer. They're looking up, trying to give a little bit of a bump to say hello. I'm behind you here. Actually ended up going a bit too wide and into the wall. So as you said, Tom, it's a bit of a tight, twisty one. This it's very easy just to run into the wall if you're not careful.
Well, let's keep an eye on Gio Jordan here as well, because he's darting into the slipstream. He's clearly looking a little bit more comfortable, a little bit faster, but it's a case of if he's going to have the pace underneath him and the opportunity to use it. Here comes Peter Lyons down the inside, and big contact there as Streeter Face goes up into the barrier, as does Emre there as well. I think there was a bit of contact going on, but now she's been able to profit from others' disadvantage, but almost into the wall, and definitely into the wall there as she was collected, I think, by Demango. So it's absolute carnage here on the opening lap. Don't forget, of course, these amateur drivers, they've only got one more lap left minimum to drive this car. Then in theory they'll change over to the pro drivers, but now here, Jimmy, is the battle of the slipstream for the lead.
A bit of bump drafting going on there. Now, of course, this isn't an FIA official event, so rules go out the window a little bit in terms of bump drafting and things like that. It looks like Jordan's going to look to the outside there of the Car Watch car. Maxime's going to help him by a little bit of a bip there on the rear of the car. Can he hold it around the outside? Heavy on the brakes, and GT Planet and Maxime going to first and second place. Car Watch just gets out of the throttle nice and early and lets them both through. So a good move there by Jordan. I think it's the first time he's led a race there. I think he looked a bit happier, but not quite. Of course, now after this, we're going to be swapping over to our pro drivers. And I like to say the pro drivers actually use this as a bit of an opportunity to cut loose before the race, don't they? They go pretty hard out there.
Yeah, something like that. It's really fun to see how they all battle with one another, and they still take it very seriously. There's Maxime into the barrier on the outside, and I was watching earlier on, actually, Maxime and Kevelan, and Rick was giving us some really good tips and feedback on how to drive the car, where to take the lines around this Tokyo Expressway circuit. So that was a pairing that was working together. If you compare it to others further down the grid, they were just sort of leaving everybody else to their own devices. But it was really interesting to see those two working together in such a way like that.
Yes, definitely. I'll tell you what, though, just on the edge of that, it's not been a good race for Emily Jones so far. Sometimes I expected better, frankly, Emily. I'm disappointed with you.
I think there's a bit of bad luck that's coming to play there as well, let's be honest.
Bad luck and other cars. I think so. So coming down now to the hairpin again. And again, Maxime gets fired off into the barrier there. I mean, that's corner pocket, I think, Tom. She's going to be struggling to come back from that. But anyway, coming to the end of lap 2 now, as other cars still collecting each other in the background. We expect to see now our AMP drivers peel to the left into the pit lane. And the Car Watch does, Jordan Green does the same, and our pro drivers will be swapping in. So, in the car into the pit lane, so Miyazono will get in there now into the lead car.
Emre doesn't come in though, I don't think, unless she's so far back from that incident. I think she's carried on and is going to go for another lap out in this car. And Patrick Blagjan will take over at the end of lap 3. Indeed she has. So the Australian driver, the Australian driver continues on then for another lap, and she's going to try and use this to her advantage and have a really good outlap and get a bit of an undercut situation going on here.
We'll see. I mean, I think maybe she may have underestimated the speed of our pro drivers. There is Miss Jones. Looking a little bit more interesting on the left, right. There is the Stormtrooper Miss Jones on the right there. A great shot of that interior there, Tom. That very futuristic interior with is that a handbrake on the left? I'm not quite sure what that is.
It's the shift lever essentially, but of course it's only got one gear, this one, so it's a shift lever, but it's got reverse, neutral, and drive on it. So it's a really interesting interior. I was very fortunate to be actually at the meeting with Jaguar that we had with Polyphony a few weeks back now to talk about the interior of the car, and it was so interesting to see their point of view on how they were going about creating this concept and the passion behind the team at Jaguar. And I think the fact that they were just given an open rule book and allowed to continue creating a car like this, and with no rules at all, is just phenomenal. And they've really used it to their advantage. And this is a very unique style of Vision Gran Turismo car here as well, because of course it's got the front-mounted bonnet as opposed to a more sort of traditional mid-to-rear cab, sort of mid-to-front cab rather, I should say. So it's a very interesting layout, and it's something that clearly works very well and is producing good racing here.
It is, and speaking of racing, we're probably going to see Emily now come into the pits and hand off to Patrick. If not, I'm sure he's jumping up and down saying, "Let me in, I want to go." So here he comes there, Emily into the pit lane. It'll only be a short stop as Patrick jumps in. Let's see. Oh, well, there's been a penalty awarded to the Street FX Squillo car. 2 seconds for colliding with another car. I think colliding is an understatement.
That was proper nerve-wracking, wasn't it?
And then this is what happens now.
Oh,
and just shoved out the way. Get out of the way, slow down. And looks like the strategy to try and undercut has gone about as wrong as it could go. And that car is now down into last position.
Deary me, well, this is going to get pretty hectic, isn't it? It's 3 wide down towards the right-hander of turn 1. Now GT Planet coming under pressure. Well, Kim Long Lee coming under pressure from Takuma Miyazono, all kicking off further back as well. Don't forget about that penalty for P5 of Adam Saswillo. Side by side we go between Miyazono and Kim Long Lee. They're not giving it over any quarter here in this Pro-Am race, and through into the lead goes Takuma Miyazono, but side by side they still run through the right-hander. This is absolutely mega, but Miyazono, the Japanese driver, holds on to Kim Long Lee, the driver from Hong Kong, China, in P2, but this is absolutely cracking.
This is what you want to see, really. I told you these guys, as soon as they get in the car, they're creating an excuse to start sparring with each other. And it looks like Miyazono showing the form that we expected them to carry into this event already in the Pro-Am race. So, of course, it looks like a little bit attempting a bit too early there, Kim Long Lee. Very easy to do that and just tag the wall. That, of course, ruins your line through the corner and has slowed him up a little bit now. He's fallen back to about 7 tenths behind the car in front, so slipstream's not going to be quite as strong as it was from the lap before. But you still have 1 lap to go, and it's a very long main straight, Tom. I mean, if you're pretty much anywhere near the guy in front, you're going to get a good toe down into T1.
All kicked off a little bit further back there as well between Domingo and Emre. I think there was a bit of contact between those two. Emre now up into P4, well, Blajad, I should say, up into P4 ahead of Hazal, now who's behind the wheel of their car. Now on to the final lap we go. Miyazono defending and Kim Long Lee trying to attack. So this is going to be very interesting. Slipstream taking into effect. Side by side they come as Kim Long Lee goes for the outside line and goes ahead of Takuma Miyazono on this last lap then. So who is going to lead the way at the end of this final lap is the crucial question. Can Miyazono get that past? Side by side they still come on this straight, then hard on the brake. You can see the air brake flicking its way up into the air, and Kim Long Lee on the inside, Miyazono on the outside. Through into the next right-hander, it's going to be Kim Long Lee who will have the inside line, gets track position and takes the lead away.
Smirk there on Miyazono's face. He's having a good time out there at the moment. We've seen him already overtake for his midsection. Will he try it again? Trying a wider line into the S to try and carry a bit more speed for the second part. I think maybe still on the inside now. He's right on the back of Kim Long Lee there, almost pushing him through the middle sector. And now really, if Kim Long Lee can keep it there, it's only really 1 more place to overtake, which is down at the hairpin. Although saying that, Miyazono goes to the inside, can't quite make that work though. And it seems for now the GT Planet car is still leading.
Hugely impressive stuff from all of these drivers now. You can see Maxime and Kevelam's car. So Rick Kevelam going down to the back of the field for one reason or another. Presumably a bit of contact in the midfield scuffle that is going on between these drivers. But now it's going to be the slipstream, surely, for Takuma Miyazono out of this final corner. They're going to drag each other down to the line, surely. Kim Long Lee defending with all of his might. But here comes Miyazono, who's having a lunge down the inside of the hairpin, but he runs it way too hot into there. Kim Long Lee back up the inside of the final corner. And now it is all about the slipstream here for Takuma Miyazono. Can he get into the slipstream of Kim Long Lee? Can he do something before they get to the timing line? It's absolutely mega stuff between Kim Long Lee and Takuma Miyazono, but I think the driver from Hong Kong, China, Kim Long Lee, is just about to hold on, but here we go, over the line, and Kim Long Lee from Hong Kong, China takes the victory. Jordan from GT Planet as well. A brilliant team effort from all of those drivers. Second place goes the way of Takuma Miyazono. He tried as hard as he could, but it wasn't quite enough to overhaul that dynamic duo of drivers.
I think he's happy to finally win one, Jordan. Look at what that meant to him. But yeah, great finish there. Slipstream almost proving to be the undoing of the GT Planet car, but just managed to hold off. And of course, I think that's his first victory for Jordan.
It is, actually. Do you know, that's probably Jordan's first win since, and he probably won't know that I remember this, the GT Sport launch back in 2017. We had a media race there on the same night, and Jordan won that one, took home a Tag Heuer watch. I think tonight here he'll just be taking home a bit of pride, but, you know, that good feeling inside your heart's probably as good as a Tag Heuer watch, to be fair.
I'm sure he'll still be after one, though, won't he?
Oh, yeah, inevitably. Got to be on the blag, haven't you? Well, credit where it's due from all of these drivers. Jordan can't believe his luck. Shakes the hand of Maxime up there as well, and, well, himself and Rick Kevelam, they gave it as hard as much as they could. It wasn't quite enough to overhaul that charge. You can see some highlights then of the race coming up for you. Away from the lights, Kokibun and Auto Sport Car led the way from Miyazono and Car Watched. Through into the right hand of the first one. You see a bit of contact there, a bit of skirmishing going on. The result being the pole setters down at the back of the field by the end of that first corner. All sorts of carnage taking place further on in the race there, as well as Emre was buffed out by the looks of things. And here then is Miyazono versus Kim Long Lee, with Maxime and Kevelam coming into play as well.
Cheeky little bit of bump drafting there, not usually allowed under the rules, but good to see. And that this was the switch to Miyazono, of course a real life driver swap, and of course the Emily Aussie opting to stay out another lap, which they were first when they pitted in, but when they came out again, well, you'll see what happened. They went all the way down to last place and almost shoved out the way by the pack coming through.
At least you can say she's led a race here in GT Sports as well.
That's something.
Yes, quite. It wasn't a gamble that paid off, but she did lose a few more tenths of a second. And you can see there side by side on the penultimate lap between Miyazono and Kim Long Lee. And it was all to play for in the final lap. A lunge down the inside for Miyazono right when he needed to, but he ran it too hot. Kim Long Lee said, thanks very much. Up the inside, back into the lead of the race, and he just about managed to hold on to that one to the checkered flag.
Only just, though. It only had a better exit at that corner, and there was Jordan and Kim Long Lee. You see what it means to him? Pure excited there. Fantastic.
Well, there you can see the official results on the top right-hand corner of your screen. Kim Long Lee and GT Planet take the victory. Car Watch and Miyazono in second. Autosport and Ryota Kokibun there in third place. So the final spot on the podium. Then Emre and Blajan, Maxime and Kevelam, Forbes and Sugawara, who we hardly really mentioned them over the course of that race, actually. The same for Domingo and Hizal. Street of Excellence and Swillow completing the 8 drivers that were competing in the Pro-Am race here in Tokyo then. A nice wave there from Tatsuya Sugawara. Here is Takuma Miyazono. Well, he had to have a lunge, didn't he? He had to have a go for it. It didn't work, but, well, he didn't have anything to lose either.
You knew it was coming, but as you said, he had to do it. So, but second place, not bad. A good warm-up for later on. I think there's nothing wrong with that.
No, absolutely not. And I'm sure he'll be relatively pleased with how things have gone. You can see our Japanese commentators on your screen at the moment, and we'll get the podium for the Pro-Am race underway very, very shortly indeed. Yeah, very impressive stuff from all of these guys. And great to see the Jaguar Vision Gran Turismo car being so popular as well amongst the drivers and, of course, the influencers that we've got here.
Yeah, it's an odd mix, that car. You think it'll be a lot quicker in the corners than it is, but it's just a big straight line car with all that power. It was 750 kilowatts?
Yes, 750 kilowatts of power. I don't know what that translates into old money.
Roughly 800 horsepower there, or so, yeah. He says, as a guess. But someone's going to say, it's not the same measurement. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
you get the idea.
No, there and thereabouts. It's very impressive either way, and really impressive to see all of the drivers managing to tame it for the most part. I mean, there was a fair smattering of contact over the course of that one, but everybody kept it facing the right way there and thereabouts, despite those biffs into the barrier over the course of that one. So you can see the drivers down there. There is Takuma Miyazono, of course, last time out in the World Tour events. He did very well indeed, and we'll be hoping for a similar sort of performance over the course of the Manufacturer Series and the Nations Cup. That'll be along the way very shortly indeed, coming up today, tomorrow and Sunday here in Tokyo. So then it is time for the award ceremony here.
Please give a big applause to third position, Team Japan, Autosport, Makoto Oguchi and Ryota Kokibun. Come on stage.
第3位は日本オートスポーツ小口国分ペアとなりました。
Second position, Team Japan, Car Watch, Kazuo Tsubakiyama and Takuma Miyazono.
第2位も日本カウォッチ 椿山宮園ペアとなりました。
And we have the winners of the Jaguar Vision Gran Turismo. Everybody give a big applause to Team USA, GT Planet, Jordan Greer, and Kinlan Lee. Congratulations!
そして見事な優勝でした GT プラネット、アメリカジョーダン・グリル、香港キンロン・リーのペアでした。おめでとうございます。 それでは商品の贈呈に移りたいと思います。プレゼンターはジュリアン・トーマソンさんです。まず3位に輝きましたオートスポーツ日本小口国分ペアには
The third place trophy to Team Autosport, Julian Thompson down there, the Jaguar Design Director. Presented to third place of Ryota Kokiban and Car Watch. And then presenting to second position very shortly indeed. You can see there, these are some actual design sketches of the Jaguar Vision Gran Turismo car, so a very unique and truly one-off prize.
Hey, very cool. I'm a bit jealous, actually. Might have to get up there and race next time, I think.
Well, quite. Yeah, you can see the original sketches there. Second place being presented. And then the final prizes to be given by Julian Thompson, an actual model of the Jaguar Vision Gran Turismo concept, presented to Kim Long Lee and also to Jordan Greer from GT Planet down there as well. Hugely impressive stuff. Both of them kept their heads, kept their cool, kept it calm, and crucially kept it facing the right way as well.
What a truly unique prize that is. That's awesome.
You don't get that every day, do you?
That's amazing.
You really don't.
Keep that on your shelf, Jordan.
Absolutely. Mega stuff from all of our competitors here for the Pro-Am race in Tokyo. Huge congratulations to our top 3 finishers. Big congratulations to everybody for partaking in the racing here today as well. And let's see what is going to happen for the Manufacturer Series and the Nations Cup very shortly indeed. We're going to be talking to our drivers down there on the grid as well. So let's go into Autosport. Oh. The drivers are saying there that everything was fantastic. His teammate was great. Said it was the first time for him driving the Jaguar Vision Gran Turismo car. And it's very nice to be able to drive and compare it to other Vision Gran Turismo machinery. Over to the second place finishers then of Car Watch. Said, yeah, second place, but apologising there for crashing into a few other drivers. Said he was so impressed with the Jaguar Vision Gran Turismo car down there as well. Said the car was really beautiful. And that, yeah, thoroughly enjoyed the driving. So, yeah, all hugely impressive there from both of those there drivers. And now we then go to hear from our winner of Jordan Greer. Thankfully for us, we don't need to translate this one for you because it speaks our mother tongue.
About this guy, I got to give it to him. That pass in the last corner was amazing, and that really won it for us. So I'm really proud of him. Really proud of him.
いや本当ファンタスティックなレースだったし、キンロン選手がね本当最後の追い抜きは本当素晴らしかったと、本当に楽しかったとおっしゃってます。
今回発表になったビジョングランツーリスモのジャガー、改めて車として乗ってみていかがでしたか？
So how was the feeling of the of the machine, of the just released Jaguar machine?
Yeah, fantastic car. So much power with those electric motors, and really, really impressive. I think people are going to like this a lot when it comes to the game.
いや本当パワーもあってね、本当にすごい印象深いドライビングさせていただきましたでね、この先ドライブすることであろう皆さんも絶対に好きになってくれるマシンだと思いますとおっしゃってます。
以上、優勝者
GT プラネット top 3 finishers down there during the Pro-Am race. Another round of applause then for our top 3 finishers and crucially our winners of Kim Long Lee and Jordan Greer from GT Planet. The number 1 finger raised in the air for both drivers. Hugely exciting stuff. The Manufacturer Series and Nations Cup for World Tour 5 of the 2019 FIA Gran Turismo Championships coming up, of course, tomorrow and also on Sunday as well. Our final World Tour event before the World Final in Monaco in November. And these boys will be celebrating a little bit later on, I'm sure, as well. And well, hopefully with a bit of luck, things will go their way in the Manufacturer Series and Nations Cup qualifying sessions here later on today. So do join us for World Tour 5 Manufacturer Series tomorrow, Nations Cup on Sunday here in Tokyo. From Jimmy Broadbent and from myself, Tom Brooks, it's goodbye, and we'll see you then.